Good morning, my dears. Here we are on Calaveras in the early morning hours of Saturday. The sun is just coming up. Paul and I have been out traversing the neighborhood since 2:30 this morning. We deliberately chose to come up here because we wanted to see just how bad the activity could be on a holiday weekend and a weekend when a lot of money comes out onto the road and people have a lot of cash to spend. As you can see, I'm standing on the corner of Calaveras and Belmont. I think Paul was clever enough to get the neighborhood watch sign behind me. My dears, I don't want all of you to think that the only reason why I'm going to be out here is to bang on about how horrid the road is. Today, actually, I think the report is going to be fairly positive. The activity that we've noticed in the hours that we've been on the road has been minimal. That in and of itself is pretty brilliant. To be true, one does notice some things when you stand on the corner. What Paul and I noticed this morning was that the ladies of the night are still out plying their trade. You have to think how terrible, how tired they must be at 2:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to catch stragglers. Those customers who are so desperate for companionship that they're roaming the road. While we were out here, we saw one lady who had a pullover dress that was so short that, my dears, had she bent over, she would have pulled the Britney Spears on us. There was nothing underneath. We also saw one old geezer. My dears, this chap was older than moi, and moi is as old as the hills. And he did not have a spring to his step, but he picked up a lady of the night, and a little bit later reappeared, and the chap had a right smart spring to his step. Oh, what one sees in the wee hours of the morning. I have to tell you true, I am really surprised. Here it is, early in the morning, and we've been out here, my dears, for several hours, and the activity has not been massive. There have been a few ladies of the night. What one notices is rather peculiar things. Now, this is a poor neighborhood, my dears. Why on earth would a limousine, albeit an older limousine, why would a limousine go round and around and around this neighborhood in the wee hours of the morning? Surely he's not picking up customers. One has to wonder what this limousine is doing in the wee hours of the morning, and just around and around and around. When you stand on a corner, like Paul and I have done this morning, you notice the same characters coming by on their bicycles up and down the alleys. You see the same vehicles around and around and around. One has to wonder what they're looking for. If they're lost, they're not making any effort to be found. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, Paul, swing back up there and take another good shot of the neighborhood watch sign. There is the placard letting the whole world know that neighborhood watch is in force. My dears, that placard by itself means bugger all. That placard only works if the people in this community are prepared to truly be engaged. That means they call the coppers when they see suspicious activity. They could even call the coppers on moi standing on a street corner if they choose to. although I don't think that I'm acting in a suspicious manner. All I'm trying to do, my dears, is to make the folks who live on Calaveras and in the community know two things. Number one, that the urban legend that seems to exist is not true. That Calaveras, for whatever it may have been in the past, is not the Calaveras of yesteryear. It is a whole new day on Calaveras. I'm also trying to let my neighbors know that the only way that the clever clogs, the drug dealers selling poison, and the ladies of the night know in clear, emphatic, blatant language is that this is our road, this is our community, and we are prepared to fight for it. We don't want nefarious activity to go on our road or in our community. And we want the whole city of Fresno to know that if they come here looking for ladies of the night, looking for drug dealers dispensing poison, they are not going to find it. And if those characters are still in the community, they are being watched and they will be reported to the coppers. Moi also saw several coppers drive by in patrol vehicles. The whole of the time that Moi was here on the corner, no incidents happened so that the coppers had to stop. Laying waste to another urban legend that the coppers are here 24/7 and they are just picking them up and packing them in to go down to the jailhouse. So there you have it, another filmed report on historic Calaveras. A brilliant day, a Saturday, a whole new beginning. Neighborhood watch is in force. The neighborhood is safer. And Moi is not being shrill or bombastic. I hope that this filmed report leaves you with a positive attitude. That change has come to Calaveras. That my neighbors are engaged and we are making a difference. We, all of us together, can make this a better road and a better community. My dears, have a brilliant day. It's the weekend, it's Labor Day weekend, and I hope all of you have a brilliant rest from your labors. Cheers.